Welcome to the Find Your Edge podcast. I'm your host, Chris Newport, founder, head coach, sports nutritionist, and exercise physiologist at the Endurance Edge. Our mission is to empower people to reach and sustain peak performance and health. So get ready to dive into all things training, nutrition, recovery, and more. We hope to give you detailed information and inspiring stories to help you be your best. Let's do it. Welcome back to the Find Your Edge podcast. I am your host, Chris Newport, and today I've got Coach Carly on with me, and we are excited because both of us are part of our 21-day nutrition reset challenge that starts in January. So we are just going to give you just like a little tiny taste of it today. Oh my goodness, so many things that we could talk about. Let me give you just like a quick roll down. Goal setting, habits, values, reframing, mindfulness, emotional eating, dopamine, genetics. Oh my goodness, the things go on and on. So yes, this is a eating challenge, but it also ties into your psychology, which is why Carly is here. So where do you want to start? Values. We were just talking about before we started, like how goal setting and habits and mindfulness is like kind of losing its sex appeal, if you will.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But they're all good things, right?
Yes. Oh, excellent things, but certainly overdone by the, I'll say, traditional young influencers of the world that throw out words and don't know necessarily the science behind them or how to use them fully. And it kind of creates this yucky feeling about them afterwards. But yeah, I think the main thing being that this isn't a copy paste meal plan. Here you go. Here's some healthy recipes. Yes, there's recipes. Yes, you will learn and gather some information about how to develop these healthy things into your day-to-day routines, but also how do we create longevity in healthy nutrition and have this become the ever so typical lifestyle, as we all hear it be called, but
or sustainable.
yeah, how do we really get to the root of what's happening, why we've potentially come down this road into a less healthy version of fueling or nutrition than we want to be on, and how do we get on the road that we do want to be on, whether that's weight loss or eating more veggies or whatever that might be for you.
Yeah, totally. So that's why I'm excited about how this is a unique spin on an eating challenge. This is not like intense macro counting, which makes your brain feel very in control. And we want yes, we do want some level of control over our eating habits, but also tuning in to what is going on in your body, in your mind, in your feelings. We like feelings.
Mostly we don't like feelings. That's the problem.
We try to hide from them. That's why cake exists.
Yes. Yeah. That's why our brains like food so much. But yeah, just the sort of the layer below the food, right? Like, why do I reach for cake every night at 9 p.m. versus an apple? And obviously those being the very extremes of the situation here, but just to help make the point clear, figuring out why you're making the choices that you are. And a lot of times that just comes from lack of paying attention. We're busy, we have kids, there's a lot going on. We're making so many decisions throughout the day that our brain tries to cut corners where it can. It wants to make things simple and quick and get its most happiness from whatever choice that it can. And reaching for a slice of cake that's sitting on the counter, hits all those rather than maybe prepping a healthier meal. So
yes. Yeah, exactly. So it is called the 21-day nutrition reset challenge. Reset your gut, reboot your mindset, and detox your kitchen to start your healthiest year ever. So technically it's 21 days. Technically it starts on the 1st, but we'll have it open through the 25th. So you can join as late as the 5th of January. So like if you want to dive into things a couple of days late, no worries. If you want to do an iteration of this, great. But it's not just about the food. It's about what's going on in your brain too, and tying it in eventually to things like genetics and kind of just understanding your body best. Because the number of times I have heard people say, I am coming to you, Chris Newport, as a dietitian, because I know I want to eat better. I know I should eat better. So there's that big word, should, but I'm just not. And yes, does that have some things tactically to do with nutrition? Perhaps. Maybe we need to rework a couple of things here and there. You're having some, you're on some medications or need some medical nutrition therapy, et cetera, whatever. But goes back to our brains. And
Yep.
that's what's going to be really cool about this reset challenge. So it's really, again, resetting your mind and your body, which your gut is tied to your brain and all that stress.
Yep. Yep.
So
Where's our brain going on autopilot and how can we implement new behaviors to help again get on that nutrition road that we're looking to be on?
totally. So this is really intended to be long-term sustainable change. Yes, this is our 21-day reset challenge. It will be quick. There's going to be a lot of great information in there. You can learn more and sign up through January 5th at theenduranceedge.com/challenge. And you're going to get Carly and me in your ears all the time. It's going to be so great. And a bunch of new recipes and all kinds of good stuff. So you guys are going to hear more from us about psychology and eating. But we at least just wanted just throw you a little bone, throw you a little carrot for the month. And hopefully we will see you guys there. So again, enduranceedge.com/challenge. It's only $57, y'all. Come on, totally worth it.
Yeah,
And Carly, thanks for being here.
absolutely. See you guys in January.
Woohoo! Thanks for listening to the Find Your Edge podcast. If you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. And if you're interested in learning more about our endurance coaching, sports and wellness nutrition, metabolic and sweat testing, triathlon training team, or our triathlon training library, be sure to check us out at theenduranceedge.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media at The Endurance Edge. Thanks again, and we'll catch you next time.